Hello, I'm Zombie, and welcome back to another playthrough of FTL. I just kind of felt like playing it, I haven't played for a while. So, well, here we go. New game. Now, I haven't quite decided on what ship I want to use yet, so let's have a look through them. So, this is the original ship, the Kestrel. I've got the Type A and the Type B, so I've unlocked all 3 achievements for this, so have 6 unique aliens on the Kestrel cruiser. Every system and subsystem installed at one point in time. And repair back to full health when it only has 1 HP remaining. I think that may have been on my run through that I actually completed the game. And I've got the Type B, which is a fantastic ship. You start off with Kozar and the Bovie. And... sorry. That's not what I meant. You start off with the Zoltan and the Mantis. That's what I meant to say. Which are a good starting one, so you get a bit of extra energy at the beginning, and also you get 4 basic lasers, which are deadly at the beginning. Next we've got the Nesasio. Yeah, the Nesasio, or something. Haven't really played this ship. It's I believe it's a, well, yes, you can see we've got a cloaking drive here. And yeah, one thing this ship doesn't have is shields, which is, it's quite tough to start off with this ship. You have to try and get enough money so you can buy shields at the first chance you get. We've got the Taurus, which I've, again, unlocked the Type B for. So I've got the achievements, have 3 drones functioning at the same time, and destroy an enemy ship using only drones, which, well, it's pretty easy considering you start off with only drone and the Ion Blast. So, Type B, you start off with some very good weapons and drones, but you only start off with 1 crew member and you don't have any sensors for inside the ship, which can be a bit annoying when you have intruders come in. I mean, the best way I found was to deal with them was to basically just vent the entire ship and hope they don't come into the cockpit. What else? We've got the Osprey, which is the ship you get for finishing the game, so there you go, you can see that I've finished the game. You start off with quite a few crew members, and you end up, it's not actually mentioned here, but you have an extra weapon system, as you can see here, which is quite a powerful weapon. I've never actually used it, but I think oh yeah, and then you've got the Bulwark, which it's the rock ship. It's quite an interesting ship, as pretty much you can walk to almost any room in here, and of course it's the Rockman ship, so you start off with rocks, and you start off with only missiles, so which is, I mean, it's alright. I mean, you get through shields instantly, so that's good. Now, the Adjudicator. So the Adjudicator is the Zoltan's ship, which I think I've tried it before, and I think it's quite a good ship. So, I think, what was it? The main problem I found with it is actually the crew members themselves. Their health is reduced, so it's not fantastic. Also, you don't well, you start off with the halberd beam, so you don't have any way of actually depleting shields. So if you don't upgrade your weapons quickly, then, well, if you don't upgrade them quickly, you won't be able to get through enemy shields, which is a bit of a problem. And we're back to the Kestrel, so I'll obviously go this. I've still got 3 ships that I haven't unlocked: the Mantis Cruiser, the Slug Cruiser, and the Unidentified Cruiser. I was so close to getting this one once, but I just didn't come across the right system. It's annoying, but it's alright. What ship should I choose today? I mean, I was with the Kestrel last time, so maybe I'll go with the Engi Cruiser. Haven't played it for a while, it's a bit of a different style, so let's start with this one. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. I didn't realise you could change the font size. Let's make it slightly larger, just so you can read it a bit better on lower resolutions. Okay, so we've got two Engi. They're good at repairing, so I think shields might be a good one to put that in. And I've got a question here, whether to put one in the engines, which will help increase our dodge, or on the weapons, which will increase recharge speed. I think for now we'll go for the recharge speed. It's not like me normally, but there we go. Anyway, let's have a look at the system here. Right, let's go to this one first and see what we come across. You spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat. It doesn't seem to want to engage you and your ship. Alright, let's demand the surrender of their goods. Okay, we're going into fight with them. Oh, what? They're trying to escape. Okay, that's in that case. Right, let's have a look down here with our weapons. So we've got enough power for both? Yes, we do. So let's get the drones in the ion blast. Okay, so where should we shoot we should probably shoot the ion blast towards the shields and let the drones do the rest. Okay, let's shoot their engines as well. Oh, I forgot auto fire. Oh, oxygen is down. I'll leave that for the time being. Let's grab their drone base. So let's just keep firing at their drone bay. Why is... Ah, there we go. That will help out quite a bit. Ah, I missed them! That was a waste. Anyway, let's get the Engi over to oxygen and human over there, and Ares, let's get them to engineering. Fix everything up! Okay, so yeah, you're in shields, you're in the cockpit, and you're in weapons, so... Okay, let's get going. There's a bit of a failure for the starting point. I need to get my mind back into the game, it seems. I don't have missiles at the moment, and my fuel is kind of low, I guess, so I'll skip out on that deal. Scanners are showing intelligent life forms on a nearby planet. No match for them can be found in the database. Let's investigate. You're on a small shuttle in an enormous field, whose only occupants are small, brightly coloured, six-legged, horse-like animals. Could that be what your scans pick it up? Now, this one's an interesting one, as sometimes they attack you, sometimes they don't, and if they attack you, you lose a crew member. But if you don't, you get some good deals out. Let's try to communicate peacefully. I'm probably going to screw myself over, but, you know. None of your attempts to communicate seem to work. They just stare at you silently. As you prepare to leave, one of the creatures canters forward and forcefully nudges you away from the ship. He seems to want you to follow him. Eventually, the creature guides you to an old Engi ship's crash site. Inside, you are able to find and reactivate an Engi. Now that is good. We now have a new crew member, so... Oops, didn't mean to do that. You can go to engineering. And now we have our full complement of manned stations. Okay, let's get ready to jump. Let's go down here first before we go to the distress. You receive a request. All of our military ships have been destroyed or damaged during the rebellion. However, there have been reports of a Mantis war camp only a few jumps from us. Can you help? Well, may as well see what we can do. And we get a bit of extra scrap out of it, even if we don't end up doing it. So, let's go to the distress first. And see what's here. You locate the source of a distress call, a nearby human mining colony. An unknown disease has spread virulently among the workers. They are trying to set up a quarantine to mitigate the spread of the disease, but lack any enforcement, and a riot seems likely. Now, this is one of the events that you can maybe solve by, if you don't, meet certain conditions, but you can see the blue one here. If you happen to have a certain condition, in this case we have Engi crew member, we can send, in this case, we can get them to pretty much guarantee to solve the situation. With no fear of capturing the disease, your Engi crew member helps reassure and organize the infected humans. Calmed by its extensive knowledge about human physiology, the infected submit to the quarantine in the hopes that a cure can be found soon. The colony leaders offer a reward for helping you to prevent an ugly incident. So, get a few pieces of stuff there. I'm debating about putting some power into the engines, because that will mean... No, I meant into the reactor. Put some get an extra bar on the reactor so we can power up the engines to full, so we can dodge stuff better. I think I'll leave it for now. Anyway, let's jump to our quest here. This is probably going to backfire because they start teleporting over to our ship. You find the Mantis encampment, but there are far too many of them to count accurately. You send a long-range message back to the settlement with your findings, but unfortunately there's not much you can do. It would be suicide to attack directly. That's deep before I notice. I must have been focused on setting up the camp since you got far enough away to attempt to jump without being noticed. Okay, so that was kind of a pointless quest. Let's see if we can jump down the bottom side and get up to the top. Your jump leads to a completely unremarkable binary star system. There's nothing else around. That's a shame. Let's go down here. A rebel ship moves in to engage. You attempt to open communications, but realise the futility of that action when you see the ship is run by an AI. Okay, let's get the anti-ship drone up. Okay, what should I... Let's go for the weapons. One thing with the Ion Blast is that if it hits the shields, it will disable the shields. So that's good. Ooh, that's not fantastic. Ah yes, one advantage of the Engi ship is that you have a subsystem which will heal crew members no matter where they are on the ship, which is fantastic, especially when people come boarding. Okay, that ship's destroyed. So, get a bit of scrap, fuel and missiles. Ooh, we've got a store here. Let's head down there. I'd normally like to go around a bit before buying stuff, because you can see we've got ooh, a beam drone. But on the other hand, ooh, a scrap recovery arm, that would be fantastic. What have I got? So, yeah, let's go for the scrap recovery arm, because that would just give us more scrap, so, you know, that's, will always help out. Now, okay, so, I'd like to go here, but I'm not sure I can make the jump in time, so, it's one, so, I think it's 1, 2, 3, might just be able to make it, but I think I won't take... Oh, alright. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's try getting to the storage cache then. I won't bother narrating stuff now. Okay, let's get the anti-ship drone active, and let's go for the weapons again. There's not much to say really with this ship when you're in the middle of a fight. That's not fantastic. Let's get... there we go, that's better. I tried to balance attacking the shields and the weapons a bit. Because weapons obviously stop from attacking your ship. Shields will keep the shields down so our drone can actually do something. And there we go. 16 scrap. And we get a bit of extra scrap due to our... oh, we get a hull missile weapon. Now, I'm not going to be able to use that currently, so I need to upgrade my reactor. Right, I think I'm going to skip going to the systems. I really don't think I can make it otherwise. Actually, it's kind of questionable whether I'll be able to make it to the exit anyway. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. I think I'm going to reject their kind offer. Too bad, you'll regret this decision. Will I? Right, let's get the anti-ship. And, right, they don't have transporters, which is lucky, so... let's just get our ion blast immediately on their weapons. Miss? Oh, fuck. This is gonna hurt. Oxygen's down. I'll leave it for the moment. Okay, their weapons are starting to go down. And we're hitting them with quite a bit. Trying to escape. Okay, let's try and stop their engines. Another hit. Oh, shield's critical. Need to keep on their weapons. Go on, get that last hit in. Come on, hit the shields. Yes! Okay, let's get a crew member into the oxygen room. Okay, a bit of scrap. We got a bit of damage there, so that's not fantastic. Okay, let's get them out of there. While the healing is across the entire ship, they will heal slower, so it's worth it to send them to the medical bay. Okay, so now that guy's healed, let's head back to the engine room. And my oxygen's going up a bit, so it's good. Okay, yeah, that would have been a bit of a... it's questionable whether that will be on the system or not, so it's probably a good idea I made this jump. Okay, let's go to the exit beacon. Ooh, system repair drone. Nice. That's quite nice to have, as that they'll go around repairing systems as they get damaged, so I don't have to remove my crew members immediately. And also they'll go into oxygen room and it doesn't really matter for them. Slight problem is that I don't particularly have enough reactor power, so I'm going to have to look at upgrading my reactor. Alright, let's do that. Actually, can I do another one? Yes, I can, so that means I can put that into engines and get both. Yeah, get a system repair drone operational. Now, as long as this one will stay active, as long as it's not destroyed by, well, a weapon coming and hitting the room or invaders into the ship. Okay, let's head on to the next sector. It's not too bad start. Right. This isn't fantastic. We've got a set of nebulas, or a set of hostile areas. I don't like nebulas at all, so I'm going to go to the rock control sector.